Just gonna finish my bit of setup here. And this is what I get for not getting actually physically prepared for things ahead of time. Okay. Alright.
Loading.
Excellent. Hello, Argo.
Hello.
And I shall briefly
You shall briefly
set up things. Just wanted to show off a bit of what I have here.
Your cute collection.
Yes. I've had the Vaporeon for a while, but then it's like I saw the Leafeon and Glaceon while I was out today. I'm like, you know what? I should just go ahead and try to get all the Eon plushes.
The Vaporeon is looming over that Leafeon Glaceon like, know your place. I'm at the top.
Yeah, and you can just. What about you? You've got your Sylveon up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only one that you can forget about is Flareon, because even Game Freak forgets about Flareon.
Oh.
Flareon is basically the Chaozu and Tien of Pokemon. I don't remember him, but even the
okay. Like a lot of people, like, Flareon is a big favorite. It's just the problem with Flareon is that, again, Flareon is a physical attacker, and there's basically no physical fire moves. There's like maybe 3. Yeah. Yeah, I think what? Flame Wheel, Blitz Char, or Flare Blitz, and yeah, Fire Fan. Yeah, Fire Fan.
Flareon got a move kind of called after itself, the Flare Blitz, after so many generations, and then it was still shit. What's up?
the bright side.
There is a bright side?
I say there's nothing wrong with that. So it's Vaporeon's awesome. Yeah.
Vaporeon is the best.
Yes. And yet, yes, we have a new region based on España. Or
yeah, that seems to be the consensus based on people seeing, like, oh, there's Spanish, like Spanish text or Spanish symbols in the background.
And like, are the names like official? I think that they've given for the
starters. I don't know.
Because I thought I heard something about that, but I don't know if that was like an official thing or if just like people were already assigning fan nicknames.
Yeah.
When it comes to their looks, I'm kind of indifferent.
I
mean,
I'll be honest. When I first saw them and I saw how they looked like, I don't want to be mean, they looked like fan designs.
Yes, yes, exactly.
You know, I don't want to admit it, but now you guys are saying it, they kind of make me think of those fake games. You know, like when you go to that, place to illegally watch stuff and you see those game advertising banners. Yeah, those look like that.
Yeah, I thought you would say something like Power World. or whatever that one
Like that.
thing.
I mean, Power World is different because Power World is an actual game. But yeah, so it's like.
So, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm digging the bubble bobbing dragon. I can dig it.
I don't think it's good. I don't think it's a dragon. It's a crocodile.
At least that's the impression I got.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, like, okay, I can see it. Well, it still reminded me of bubble bob.
Yeah.
Because like it is the thing of like it's. I have a feeling they are designs that will grow on us, but it was like the thing of. This was not a flattering reveal, I guess to put it one way. Yeah.
Yeah, like as I said, like when I saw him, because you only see him for that brief moment, I didn't have a chance to take them all in. So all I saw immediately was like this. I'm like, is that basically another apple dragon? I'm like, is that a green rockruff? And oh, it's a ducklet with a beret.
Yeah, that one is just. Okay, I'm kind of curious what's gonna. For some reason, I'm imagining its evolution. It just looks like a badass punching sniper.
I mean,
We already got a secret agent
Yeah.
who shoots water guns.
He's a sniper already, so we're not gonna get another sniper.
Yeah, exactly.
But it just, again, like, it was until I looked at it again later that I'm like, oh wait, that grass starter is a cat? I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. It's just, at first look, it looks like a rockruff.
Yeah, it kind of does, yeah.
I mean, I could recognize it as a cat, but it's like you don't really think of green as a cat color.
Yeah.
No, really don't.
Easily could have given it some kind of accents on top of that green.
But at
Like,
least
they did a great job with Rowan, for example. Granted,
Yeah.
they kind of kept the whole tree theme of, like, you know, green and brown,
Yeah.
but still.
the big thing is going to be if now they've got now that they've got another cat starter. I am hoping that they actually stick as a quadruped all the way through. Give us a bloody tiger. Don't go
I want a
frickin'
tiger. How about a panther?
yeah, or a panther. Like again, don't do the Lytton route again, where we end up with muscular humanoid cat man.
Yes. The amount of porn of quadrupedal and bipedal Pokemon tells the whole story, really.
I mean,
They're gonna get porn no matter what.
yeah. Oh, I've already seen some. Okay, it's not really porn, but you know, people have already been.
People are fast. Rule 34 is fast.
Give them time.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I based on the trailer, it does look like it might be using the Legends Arceus style.
Because they had all the Pokemon wandering about, and it doesn't quite look exactly like
Wild area.
yeah. I mean, it's like, because if nothing else, that's kind of the thing that made me think that, because it's so close that they have Legends Arceus they have this basically on the heels of that, it has me thinking, Legends Arceus was okay, here's our proof of concept, we got a pretty decent idea here, now we've got something we can use for the next big thing.
I honestly thought it was actually going to be a reveal for Legends Arceus DLC, because I was like, at first I was like, wait, this looks like Galar. Are we gonna get like a Galar-based DLC for Arceus? Which I think they should do.
Honestly,
Like, just-
it'd be cool to have DLC for all of the regions, the free.
Well, I mean, that wouldn't be DLC. They would kind of need their own games. The only reason I thought Galar was because it'd be like, okay, they can basically just reuse the wild area, but then adjust it to PLA style, and then give us some backstory for Laventon, and like why he and the Galaxy team are actually there. Since it's all implied they came from Galar. Yeah, I'm assuming you, as soon as you saw PLA stuff, you were like, okay, lacking out for that.
I'll admit I was a bad boy and I did not avert my eyes.
So you got spoiled on...
I saw the funky Dialga and Palkia.
Their origin forms, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, like, mostly Andrew didn't.
Well, in other news, my game today went really well.
That's good.
Did some raiding of other ships and in a village. It did not go well for them.
So now you've got to... You gotta go get the ice on Avalod's, the Eternal Ice.
Mm-hmm. Oh right, I need to climb up real high.
Yeah, you do get a little bit of a boost when you first use... Oh, there's a satchel.
Yeah.
It's funny, I've been seeing videos online of like people being like, no guys, seriously, this is the fast method. Like, people, when this first came out, people were like, oh yeah, spamming the dodge button is faster than sprinting. A video came out showing, no, it is not. And then people were like, oh, spamming the boost button on Braviary instead of holding it is faster. And again, the video came out, no, it is not. And that's like, I get it. It's because when you use the boost on Braviary, you get that initial sort of rush that makes it seem fast.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people just don't listen until they've actually seen proof.
Yes. It is not like the frickin' roll in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild doesn't have a roll. What is it, Arkham?
I went for a whole bloody squad of knights, like soldiers, taking them out one by one without taking much damage. I then find 4 rats. Rats too.
What?
They're small and they surround you.
For a moment there, I was kind of scared that you'd fly off the edge there, all the way.
Well, thankfully I'm better than that. I mean,
By the way, those satchels that you're getting the messages that you're sending, right? How many are there?
oh, they're indefinite. They're from other players.
Oh.
It's like
Basically, when... Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. When you die in this, you lose items from your pack, and basically other players then can find those lost satchels and send them back to you.
Cool. Can I take them?
No. They get rewarded.
Okay, so... okay.
Not everything is Dark Souls.
In my defense, I didn't know you could do that in Dark Souls.
Your arc phone is beeping. What saith the god phone?
I
Nothing.
would like to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
Wahahaha!
Can't use fly here, Oak.
He finally climbed up.
Anyway, I gotta go do some stuff. Nice chatting with you.
Yeah. See you, Burn.
Okay.
At last, this summit is conquered. And I see you made it too. Flew down to this place and obtained the eternal ice, did you? What drives that burning zeal of yours, I wonder? Gave him the eternal ice?
By the way, is that a tattoo on his chest, or does that chest hair?
It is image chest hair.
Yeah, it matches. The color matches, so yeah, that is...
Yeah, and you can see a bit of 3D.
Like it could see as his paint, but
I believe
like
it is in
thing
fact the
looks-
joke that it is his body hair, yeah.
okay.
I do have to respect the effort you've put in. I may still have my own doubts weighing on my mind, but I will make the necessary preparations so that you can face my Lord Avalok. Meet me at Ice Peak Arena. Now, don't try to repeat the wondrous feat you're about to see me perform. A tall leap like this can only be managed by highly toned bodies like mine. Till next we meet! He was later impaled on the mammoth swine beneath the little glacier.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll go ahead and pick up that. Should I go for the space-time anomaly? Probably worth it, at least for the items. Yeah, like I'll say that like so far, the look at the new gen has kind of just been for me kind of a yeah, it looks like a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mediocre in comparison to Legends Arceus then.
Yeah,
No, we
like,
don't know.
yeah, because it's like all we've seen is just a little bit. Like, I'd say what we've seen so far is, I guess, is along the lines of what I was thinking is like, okay, we got some cities. Like, it's kind of vaguely European looking, which is not very novel by now after we've already done Kalos and Galar.
Yeah.
And it's like, and again, there's the thing of like, when it comes to the starters, it's like, okay, they're starters, not exactly the most, like...
Behold cat!
Yeah. It's just kind of a thing that has me thinking, well, maybe it'll turn out to be interesting, but, so far, it's... Yeah, it's just looking like it'll be another Pokemon game, which I'll be kind of worries me. Like, at the very least, the gameplay seems like it'll be good. If it is going to still be based on Legends Arceus. But it kind of feels almost like a letdown that we're kind of going back to what feels like what is standard for the setting after how exciting and different Legends Arceus has been.
Yeah. Like, it could be a case of maybe they were like hedging their bets and like, okay, in case Arceus fails, we'll have a more fun to fall back on.
True.
Yeah, like another thing that I kind of thought when seeing that trailer at the start, I was like, wait, is this gonna be like a reveal of like Detective Pikachu 2?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I think pretty much everyone was thinking that was what was going to be the case. Because, like, you know, you got this real thing, you got this guard going along, it's like, oh, is it going to come across some criminal, and oh, there's the case of no, not quite. And I'll admit, I kind of almost thought, oh, are we going to have like another time travel type thing? Because there's the whole thing of, oh, he goes into this room and, oh, there's the stuff that's going all zappy. Ooh, the clock's going crazy. And it's like, I'll admit, my first thought was, especially since I know there's been all the talk about Italy potentially being like the next basis for a region, I thought, oh, is this going to be something where it's like going back to like the Pokemon equivalent of the Renaissance, and oh, you have to work alongside like the equivalent of the Pokemon equivalent of Leonardo da Vinci, and you get these cool kind of Da Vinci type contraptions that get used for various reasons, and that was absolutely not the case.
Yeah.
I think, though, honestly, like, just the fact that it's coming out so quickly surprises me. Like, I know know that, like, okay, they're probably reusing their previous engine that's been slightly upgraded, and, like, because they've made plenty of Pokemon games for Switch by now.
Yeah.
But it's, like, still, that level of turnaround is amazing, like... It's the kind of thing that has me thinking that maybe they were both being... Like, maybe Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet were being made concurrently, and, like... Oh, there's probably, like, a lot of work done being attempted with regards to the, the look and just how, the aesthetic of the new region is and the design is. Like, maybe they were just working on 3D models for things to work in general, but it still is, like, because they said they were gonna have it by, like, the end of 2022.
Yeah.
It's, like, less than a year turnaround, like...
Well, it is, but at the same time, in terms of, like, the generational gap, it's kind of expected. It has been, around about, like, it is almost every 3 to 4 years for a generation.
Yeah. And I guess it is kind of the case of, like, as much as I do think of Legends Arceus thing as being new and all that, like, they really only introduced a few new things, and even then they were just different forms.
Yeah. The big surprise is still, like, we still don't have a gen, don't have a, like, we've only got, like, one Gen 8 Mythic.
So you're expecting some additions in this regard, are you?
I still think that maybe we'll get a Gen 8 Mythic Pokemon that gets revealed right at the tail end. Maybe as promotion for Gen 9 as well. Like basically what they did with Meltan.
Meltan really was kind of a weird thing though in that, like...
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, did Meltan make any appearance outside of Go or Let's Go?
Yes. The anime.
Right, I mean, I guess there would be that, but, like,
Yeah.
I guess I'm thinking, like, in terms of the main line, games.
Nope.
Okay.
It got a... That's the thing, like, Meltan really does seem like it's a Gen 8 Mythic because it also gets a special Dynamax in Sword and Shield. And yet, it is technically Gen 7.
Weird. Why, if it isn't Liberty and... What are you doing here? Like, I know you're all about going and sorting into ruins and all that, but it's really... What a pleasure finding a familiar face, or any face in this far corner of the Alabaster Icelands. Okay, I think I know why I find this super weird, especially. He's a merchant. Who the frick is he selling to?
Again, you know, he's just here for ruins exploring.
I know, but it's just so weird. Just yeah.
Plus, there's also the Pearl clan lives here.
Sure, yeah, and they say I came to bring Garrick an order of sword caps, and he was more than willing to have a chat about Avalok. Okay. What do you say? Interested in a bit of gossip? Sure. And why wouldn't you be? So, Avalug, yes? The fifth of Hisui's nobles. That he is, and you know what? He's an absolute beast. Well, yes, according to what I was told, not only does he barrage you with chunks of ice, He also fires off massive icicles, and he can cause sharp ice crystals to erupt from the ground below you. Doesn't that seem a bit too powerful to take on? What's more, apparently the Avalugg of old could be up to 100 feet tall. Doesn't that seem a bit too big to take on? Oh, you'll be alright. You just have to eat some sword caps and give your training your all. Nothing better for building muscle than that. Onward now, to the arena! Yes, well, I did want to see that Avalugg, but perhaps not at the cost of my life. So I suppose my freezing digits and I will be off. Quite. That's the unreasonably jacked. So we are to quell Avalugg as you wished. In the end, the strength of your feelings won out. Or maybe your real strength comes from the way that you walk among both people and Pokemon. Well,
Your real strength was the friends you made along the way. Quite literally.
yes. Well, I suppose I better get to work making some bombs using that eternal ice. I've heard how they are made, and with muscles like mine, it'll be only a moment's work. And there you have it. If you truly wish to quell Avalugg, then walk on. The path lies
Why
before
does
you.
it look like he's presenting your trash bin?
I mean, it is a large basket full of the bombs. So.
But know that Avalugg will hurl chunks of ice at you without relent. You'll need unrivaled dodging ability. Alright, well, I'm going. God!
Yeah.
Oh, they were not kidding with the size, huh?
Definitely not.
So, I'm assuming that the other floors were not of this size, though?
Well, that is... Jesus Christ, this is... I didn't know I was playing Shadow of the Colossus tonight!
Yeah. Fighting it the first time, I was just like, I think it was just like a day or two before, I remember you Conrad talking about how you're like, oh, Avalugg is kind of a god Pokemon.
Yeah, Game Freak remembers, apparently. Oh.
Oh, geez. That sure is, no, that's actually a refreshing change of pace from how you had those total Pokemon. Yeah, like, this actually feels like a meaningful fight when compared to, oh, you got a Pokemon that is slightly bigger.
Yeah, I really love this format, and that's why I mean, if they keep it and improve on it for I'm all in. Like, and I don't care if it is kind of cut and paste, as long as this and that want it. Like, the one thing I absolutely love, and I did in this game specifically, all the end game legendaries you can catch without having to use a Pokemon. They've got their own mini fight mechanics. Like, not to the level of this where it's like an arena, but you do fight a health bar or anything like this, and it's just like, they have attack patterns, and you have to break them by throwing Pokeballs at them, or by throwing rocks or whatever. And then once they've broken the shield, then you can try and catch them, or send a Pokemon in against them. So I basically, there's only one legendary that you can't do that with, because it's down to automatic go into battle mode. But yeah, like, it was so fun. There was another one that another set that I support because the battle was...
Interesting twist that they seem to have made it partially brown.
Yeah. That it took me a while to the idea was
Where is your health bar, by the way?
My health as human character is represented by the black kind of stuff on the edge of the screen. The more it gathers up, the more trouble I am in.
That goes red. You basically don't want to.
Basically, you make it go away by getting out of the line of sight of Pokemon, which is not really an option in this arena. Okay, I was worried for a moment there. It froze up just
You gotta... You know, I wasn't sad what those bones are.
Yeah, they're basically
look...
they're pouches with like a powder inside of them.
derived from their favorite food.
Yeah.
Because it kind of looked as if you were throwing Molotov cocktails at them.
That would be a way of fighting Pokemon.
And here I thought that the yellow glowy stuff is actually a part of how this Pokemon looks.
Yeah, that's just a frenzy. It's so full of energy. Garrick, sir, you needn't look so downcast. But seeing mighty Avalok quelled, and by such a slight child. A child that fell from the very sky. Is this Liberty Girl some kind of monster in disguise? My god, not you too! Please! She is no monster. She's the one who risked her life without a second thought in order to quell our frenzied, suffering nobles. You get back up there, Victoria.
Vaporeon just like, I'm out, see ya.
Liberty. Garrick cares for the Pearl clan with all his heart and believes in almighty Sinnoh just as deeply. So, he has feared more than any of us that getting involved with the Diamond Clan and your Galaxy team would cause our people to flag in their devotion to Almighty Sinnoh. But that will change. Irida, I know your fears will change once you see what I've seen. Liberty has much to teach us. She's shown us how we can overcome all manner of strife, so long as our Pokemon are with us. She's made me want to help Glaceon realize greater strength as well, and to see my whole world grow broader. It seems you've already changed, Irida. I knew you could pull that off, Liberty. You quote that last frenzied noble. So is that space-time rift going to start closing up now, or what? There's little way of knowing for sure, though the rift does seem perhaps a little smaller. Somehow. Let's hope so, anyway. Well, with any luck, things will settle down now. You just had to say it, didn't you? Although, even if the rift does start spitting out more of that strange lightning, we should still be alright as long as we've got Liberty. Indeed we should be. It's good to have her at our side. You know something, Irida? We may never agree on who's got it right about Almighty Sinnoh, but you Pearl Clan folk aren't all bad in my book. Look who's finally seen reason. Anyway, now that we've called the last noble, I say we pay grim old Commander Kamado a visit and see if he'll finally crack a smile for us. Alright. Let's see. You called Avalog. We may not yet know for sure if it was right or not to do so, but it was certainly a fine battle. What are you going to do now that all the nobles have been quelled, Liberty? Anyway, now that we've quelled the last noble, I say we... Seeing you take on Avalog was intense, even from up in the sky where I was watching. And here I stand awaiting, because like yeah, we've done all the things. We've been to at least all the areas, at least as it seems. We've done the 5 nobles, and like. I mean, I guess there's these spots are not quite up, but I mean, we don't know if they have anything there. I am, because we had that meaningful thing, we had that meaningful conversation with Kamado on the beach about how, oh, you know, they are still dangerous creatures and blah 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 blah. I'm gonna take a guess right now. We're gonna find out Kamado is the bad guy and is going to make a power grab.
Oh, you got yourself a Blissey.
Yep.
See, but yeah, you're wrong. It's Laventon. Laventon was the criminal all the time. I could never imagine Laventon being a bad guy.
Well, I mean, plenty of movies have British bad guys, so...
True! Yes! You know what? If they ever made that animated series they're doing of this, I could imagine it's like they do a surprise twist where Laventon's the bad guy, and everybody calls it straight away because they get Sean Bean as the voice actor.
Yes. Oh. It's like, why did you do it, Lamington? Why did you betray us all and do this? Quite simple, my girl. For all the tea in Hisui.
Oh god. I mean, thinking of how, like, that is a legitimate thing, like, the British body expanding into territories just for, like, spices and teas and...
80,000! What do you think, I'm made of money? I mean, the fact that I've gotten up to that, I mean... Still!
You don't need the space!
Each of the Pokemon nobles became frenzied, and now each of them has been quelled. We still have no explanation for why this calamity befell us, but I'm glad to see it put to an end. And to think, peace would be restored to Hisui by the hand of our mysterious Rift-born helper. When tomorrow dawns, it will dawn on a world restored to normalcy. At long last, we will be able to return to our normal lives. Go nourish yourself at the Wallflower, and allow yourself a good long rest. Don't forget, the Survey Corps' work is not over. It does not end until our people can live here in Hisui without fearing the Pokemon around us. Thanks for this nice, sizable helping of potato mochi, Benny, old chum. Oh, and if there's anything else that you'd recommend, by all means, bring it out. Now that Avalug's cold too, we can survey all over Hisui. I certainly had my reservations as to whether Avalug needed quelling. But if it means bringing calm to everyone, then I suppose we did the right thing. I hate to think what kind of havoc the Frenzied nobles could have wreaked if Liberty never came to us. Still, even with all the nobles quelled, the rift doesn't seem to be closing, huh? Although, wait, if the rift were to disappear, would that mean Liberty be stuck here?
Bugs given about returning to your world 0.
You'd be like, nah, I'll just call an Arc Reaver. I can just imagine that, just call Arceus, just comes down.
It's like, can you send your boy Dialga down?
Yeah.
Well, our little team is certainly very practiced at investigating things by now. We'll look into the matter and find a solution. I've no doubt. And even if we don't, you'll always have a home here in Jubilife Village, Liberty. Now then, tomorrow's soon upon us, and it'll be another hard day at work for the Survey Corps. Don't forget what we've got our sights on, nothing less than a completed Pokedex. With you around, that Pokedex is as good as complete. Hey, how about I just tag along as your assistant? Assistant? Come now, Ray, don't sell yourself short. You're a full-fledged member of the Survey Corps, too. Well, sure, I guess I am. In any case, time for a hearty meal and a heavy sleep.
This guy knows his limits. And is happy to just live his life as is. I think.
It's also a nod to the fact that he's the assistant in Diamond and Pearl.
Oh, that sounded ominous. Disaster looming? Go outside and see what's happening. Hold on. I need the right clothes.
Liberty, hurry! The world's ending outside! I'm getting dressed! I need my drip!
Cack. If I'm gonna be facing the god of this region, then I have to represent the people well. It is just as an important part of the fight. I come from the future to tell you the truth.
Oh, what fresh hell is this? Did I just stumble into WandaVision?
They just did that. They just ran out of magenta.
This doesn't look good, Liberty.
Yes, normal CM, right? So is this like the beginning of the end kind of a deal?
I guess we'll find out. Some sort of dreadful energy seems to be pouring from the rift in space-time. How the entire sky has gone red. I have word from the commander. You're to report to his office at once. The way the sky has changed. It is ominous. Very ominous indeed. What's this about, Commander? You did call us here to discuss the quelling of all the nobles, didn't you? That can wait. There's a more pressing concern here that must be addressed. The first strike of that strange lightning, the one that drove Cleaver into a frenzy. It struck the night that Liberty fell from the sky, did it not? It only seems natural to think that the two events might be linked in some way. Who or what are you really, Liberty?
Just your average high school girl. And a magical girl.
I don't really know. Indeed. You came from the rift, as did the lightning. You're connected to these frenzies, are you not? Did you think to gain our trust by quelling the frenzies you yourself brought about? And having gained our trust, what then? What is it you're really after here? Hold on, Commander. There's nothing to suggest Liberty has wronged us. Exactly, and besides, do you really think she's got the sort of fearsome power it takes to make all this happen? Let me ask you in turn, can you prove beyond a doubt that she is free from guilt? This person, this stranger, appeared out of a rift in space-time. Who here can guarantee she is who she says? Who here can guarantee she is to be trusted? But that's... no one can do that. You're asking us to prove a negative. How is anyone supposed to prove the absence of all doubt? Come on, let's be reasonable. What is Liberty supposed to do then? She'll be given the chance to investigate this latest disaster. But not as a member of the Galaxy team. She remains a suspect unless she can clear her name. There are those in our village who cannot trust a stranger like you who fell from the sky. And so I must ask you to leave. You are no longer welcome in the Galaxy team. Consider yourself banished from this village until you can explain why these calamities keep befalling our good people. No. Until you've restored our world to its rightful state and proven your innocence beyond doubt. Is that clear, Silent? Yes, sir.
This guy.
Yeah. How can you act so heartless? Don't you believe in liberty? Do not attempt to intervene on her behalf. I will do what I must as the commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. But I have not forgotten your deeds nor the unusual skill you have displayed. That is why I have chosen to let you walk out of here free rather than clap you in chains. God damn. You're to be expelled from the village? Seriously? Orders are orders. Let's go. This way.
Is this a cutscene or are you actually following?
This is playable. I am doing the walking. How could anyone do such a thing? Guess we should have expected this from a stranger from the sky. We could take it from here, ma'am. Understood. However, the decision was mine to accept this stranger as a member of the Survey Corps. It is only right that I should personally escort her from the village into the Fieldlands camp. I'll come too. As will I, naturally. I'll allow it. Then I'll mark you all down as bound for the Fieldlands camp. Safe travels. So I did not see this coming.
Yeah. Technically, you're kind of correct, but as not a villain, he's just an antagonist.
Yeah. I can't believe the boss would do this. You quelled all those nobles' frenzies under his own orders. Quite right. Moreover, even if you did happen to fall from the sky, that hardly gives you the power to turn it red. This is utterly intolerable and, might I add, absurdly unscientific. As a man of science, I must fight such illogical thinking tooth and nail. You must not. You will only cause Liberty more pain if you are driven out as well for defending her. However, there are others who might offer help. You've been an aid to both the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan. Of course, perhaps Adamin or Irida might take you in. Though I'm afraid they've both already returned to their respective settlements. I bet you could at least start by finding Leon at Grand Tree Arena. I'm not sure where it might be if you want the Diamond Clan. Don't die alone out there. That's an order. I will ensure you have all you need to complete the survey the commander has tasked you with. If I might offer my advice. In this life, you will meet with both admiration and abuse from others. How others choose to view you is a choice only they can make. You cannot make it for them. All that truly matters is that you hold firm to your own values. What if the dream I first shared with you on Prelude Beach to complete the Pokédex? That dream simply won't come true without you. I gotta say, I keep expecting some kind of betrayal from Silene as well, because, you know, clearly Cyrus' ancestor, but it's like, honestly, this whole kind of portion here has helped really feel like, yeah, she does have her good interests at heart. She kind of recognizes that, yeah, we do have some good to potentially put out there. I mean, maybe she has some suspicion about us, but will give us a chance to do what we have a chance to do right.
Right, and understanding to, well, helpful to what she can allow herself from her position.
Okay, at least they still let me use the camp, so I was kind of wondering about that.
And I just realized I was muted.
Oh.
God damn it. I had this whole thing where it's just like, I do like the twist where it's like, yeah, you'd think she would be the bad guy because of Cyrus, but it ends up being the other way around. And like, at least with Kamado, it's not that he's being a villain, he's acting out of irrational fear.
Yeah, and it's like, you can at least understand why he does as he does, because it's like, okay, this freaking girl fell out of the sky, did all kinds of weird shit, and oh, she did the quelling and all that. Wait, why is the sky... The sky turned red after you did all the quelling. Why did that happen? And it's like, as has been rightly pointed out, you told me to do it! But, like,
Yeah.
Of course she's gonna freak out. But just like, this is just like, I mean, I would freak out about this too.
Yeah. No, I find it funny, because like, as you get escorted out, I was just thinking, I'm like, look, I'm not gonna do it, because if I do it, it's going to just prove you right, but at the same time, are you really going to antagonize the person that has an army of Pokemon at their command?
Yeah. Oh. Don't suppose you got any help? You! What in the world did you do? No, not you two. Look at the size of that rift. If lightning starts pouring from it, all the Pokemon in Hisui could be thrown into a frenzy. The entire clan is in a panic now. I should have known that the only thing that would come from that rift was disaster. Never mind, then.
My exact reaction.
Is that really all you came to say? Look, you needn't try to put on a brave face. You've been a help to the Pro Clan, and we know what kind of person you are, though it must be said for every sympathetic ear you might find there, you may also find a detractor who fears your presence. I truly do wish that I could repay you for quelling Cleaver's frenzy as you did. You must know that. But there's nothing I alone can do for you. Yeah?
He's like, oh, I must, like, I am thankful for you. Then why'd you start off by acting so aggressive?
I mean, I guess, again, it's kind of that thing of, like, fear really does win out real easily, and it's like, you know, if someone who may or may not have a connection to some freaky shit in the sky suddenly pops up, it's probably very easy to be like, what the fuck did you do? Like, this is connected to you, right? Like,
Yeah.
before realizing, okay, yeah, that was out of line. Fuck. Warden Mai might be able to help you, though. She's a caring woman, after all. You'll most likely find Mai at the Warren Bridge. I believe it's a very significant place for her. I'm certain that somewhere in the vastness of Hisui, there's a place for you as well. Yeah. Probably. God damn, between the lighting and this music, they're doing good with the ambience of, hey, there's some fuckery going on. I'm a dumbass, I'm a dumbass, I'm a dumbass.
What'd you do?
I
looked away.
I fell. I fell hard enough that I fell. That killed me! That was the thing that killed me! God.
And you lost, what was that, a comet shard? Why didn't you
I
sell that?
I thought I sold all the comet shards I had on my person.
No?
I hope somebody finds it. It's so stupid because I kept thinking, hey, maybe I should press the A button and summon Braviary. My, you'll help me out, right? My, what a frightful sky. Such a disturbing sight would be enough to put anyone ill at ease. You don't know what brought this about, do you? I'm trying to find out. I suppose it was too much to expect that you could already have an answer to all this. I heard from our leader what happened. You can't return to that village of yours, can you? But I'm afraid the Diamond Clan cannot be the ones to save you. The Diamond Clan could end up at war with the Galaxy team if things went badly. I think you would regret that as much as anyone. The Great Weird Ear took a liking to you. I want to offer you my support, but forgive me. I cannot help you in this. Do not abandon hope. Time solves all things. And besides, you seem to have a talent for making your own way in the world. I have no doubt you'll continue to find a path to walk. Yeah. Yeah. Kurt? Hey there, little buddy. You hate me too?
Oh, God.
Oof.
Well, they didn't kill me. That's better than what usually happens.
You understand that?
Strange events seem to follow you wherever you go, don't they?
Hey, look at this. Volo, always a bro.
I found you at last, Liberty. I've been looking all over for you, you know. What would I do if I were to lose one of my favorite customers?
I mean, a good merchant is your best friend.
Don't worry, I've already heard what happened. A good merchant knows well the importance of staying abreast of all the latest news. It seems you're quite in quite the pinch. No place for you among the Diamond Clan or the Pearl Clan. They say nothing of how poorly the Galaxy team has treated you. But not to worry. There are still corners of the Hisui region where we can stash you away in secret. I know a spot that will be the perfect hideaway. Leave it all up to me. Here we are. I know, it's no palace. But you know the saying about beggars and choosers. Ancient retreat.
This place is cool.
Liking the vibes so far. Sure can your work to come pester me again. Even beneath a bleeding sky, you never change. Always a pleasure, Mistress Kagita. But I'm afraid I'm not here today to learn more of Hisui's myths and legends. No mistress, thank you. Just Kagita. And this is...
Hey, look, it's Cynthia.
Why? Liberty. Yeah? You gonna say?
Different feeling, I'd say.
Aye, Liberty's the woman of the hour. She's the one who quelled the frenzy of all the Pokemon nobles, believe it or not. Ah, the poor wretch you spoke of, lost in time and space. Dear me, lost one. It seems I'll be able to fulfill my duty at long last, thanks to you. Duty? Indeed, I'm to guide you, lost one. For the task of preventing great disaster falls to you. The rift in space-time must be mended, lest time and space themselves be thrown out of balance. But come. You may enter my dear hideaway. There's much to be told. The space-time rift is said to be a portal to innumerable other dimensions. In one such realm, far and farther still from ours, dwells Almighty Sinnoh. I mean, neither of them really seem that particular. The expanse from antiquity to eternity, and the expanse to all sides, above and below. Time traces the path we tread from the here and now into the future, while space yawns all-encompassingly, surrounding us in every direction. You see, don't you? The two together, time and space, comprise all creation, the universe. How can one claim that either is greater than the other, as those two clans do? Well, they are kind of inseparable concepts. Perhaps the truth is clearer to a wanderer such as you, one who has known other ages. Now listen, Lost One. Here is what you must do. Hisui holds 3 lakes of great importance. Lake Verity, Lake Valor, and Lake Acuity. At each dwells a Pokemon said to embody one aspect of the mind. Complete the trials each will set you, and bear their gifts to the Shrouded Ruins. There you may receive the red chain. With it, perhaps you can bind the world together. Bind the world, you say? You mean it won't close the rift? Kindly spare me your doubts, young man. I know the old words and what they bid us do. How true they are isn't mine to know. And regardless of their truth, I am bound to pass them on. How callous of my ancestors, to leave their legends to their children without a thought for the hardship it would cause them. But here we are. You know your duty and you'll do it, won't you? Well, it's not like I can say no.
Yeah.
There is nobility in knowing what must be done and seeing to it. You can see the locations of the 3 lakes labeled on your arc phone. Miss Kakita's got a lovely workbench here. And if you need materials, I'll be glad to help. I'm always happy to do business with you. What about the passengers? Oh, that is a problem, isn't it? What shall we do about that indeed? Ah, bah. What was that? Have we now a lost Pokemon as well as a lost child? Do see to it, please. So that's why the Abra was frickin' with Silene this entire frickin' time. That is some Chekhov's gun shit right there, man.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How could I refuse you, man? Off we go, Liberty.
Suppose I don't quite get it. What with having not having the tall picture.
I'll say in a moment. Hello, it's an Abra. Where did you teleport in from, little fellow? And it's got a letter. A letter addressed to you, Liberty. To Liberty. You may use my Pokemon as a go-between to access the pastures in Jubilife Village. I've also ensured that you'll be able to utilize our base camps without issue. I have every confidence in your ability as an Adept Survey Corps member to bring this bizarre situation under control promptly. Sincerely, Silene. Survey Corps Captain, Galaxy Expedition Team. Good tidings from the letter, then. It's a secret. Now then, so we're to visit 3 lakes. It doesn't sound like an easy task, that's for sure. It sure would be wonderful to have a kind soul who might help us out. Quite the opportunist, aren't you, Volo? Such a consummate guild of merchant. I've managed to reassure my people for now. The Warrens are keeping a close eye on their nobles, too. Seems all's quiet for the moment. And so, here we are. But still, I'll never get away with openly aiding you. If we were
I don't get this bit.
If we were to undermine the commander's direct orders, relations would grow strained. Long story short, we want to help out, but without drawing attention, so it'll be just one of us. Near her? It's up to you. Though the answer should be obvious.
Oh no. They are making you choose.
Do you want me to tell you what this does?
I'm guessing it chooses whether we run into Dialga or Palkia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for blue dabba-dee dabba-die. Obviously you'll choose me, right? Who gave you that Celestica flute in the first place? That's right. This strapping young man. Yeah, I choose you. Thought so. You can count on me.
You know, I wasn't sure, so kinda nice to get the confirmation that it's a guy.
That was in doubt?
For me, all the time, yes.
Anime has scarred our poor Concom.
I am afraid.
There's no confirmation until the junk is seen, and even then it might be an illusion.
Oh god.
Fuda throws a wrench in that.
So then, the leftover leader will... Leftover? I'm not someone's scraps! I will keep watch on the commander. I imagine I'll hear something useful from him. Of course, of course. And the lucky chosen one comes with us to the lakes. We can fill you in on the details as we go. Well, the first task will be to decide which of the Hisui region's 3 Great Lakes to visit first. Right.
Wait, did you choose him because of the legendary, or because you like him more of the two?
Mostly because Dialga and because Diamond has always been my first choice when choosing between the 2 games. I went for that.
Yeah, you do eventually get both of them, it's just... Because, you know, you do need them both for the completion.
The decks, yeah. Otherwise, I think maybe I would have gone for Irida if it was just a matter of character, but getting Dialga first sounds good to me. Right, and we better get a move on. No time to waste. I'll meet you wherever you decide to go. We'd be in hot water if we were seen traveling together. I'm counting on you to handle this, Adaman. Don't cause Liberty more trouble.
This is what I don't get, is the whole like, oh, we can't help you because it would be going against Kamado's orders. I'm like, you aren't under his command!
I mean,
you are your own people!
I mean, yes, but there's still that thing of like, they have to negotiate with him, and if he finds out that they're potentially getting into some kind of weird stuff with them, he might see that as, oh, are you linked to this bullshit that's happening? Were you trying to manipulate things so that... I mean, we don't know what the deal is with that, but that's like, yeah, you probably don't want to, like, be seen with the girl who may or may not have turned the sky red. And to answer the thing from earlier, Conrad, this Abra was always in Cylene's office, and we had seen it at one point transport a Pokemon out of there when it freaked her out. So there's, for me, like, especially there's been this thing of like, okay, what is the deal with this Abra? And it's like, oh, there's that cutscene. It's like, oh, is that just for flavor, or is that foreshadowing something else? And it turns out it was foreshadowing something else, which is explaining why we can still access our other Pokemon.
And yeah.
Thanks for explaining.
So I kind of hinted at it. Or I say hinted when basically if you look at Cogita's everything about her. My theory is that she is Cynthia that also got teleported back in time, because her clothing looks basically, it's a dress version of what Cynthia wears. It's even got like the same sort of the 3 pearl drop sort of decoration. Her hair is exactly the same.
So it means like Cynthia, but like from like 30 years prior to you arriving here or something like that?
Yeah, like at some
it's like-
point, she in the future that was our present, she probably at some point either just came back or like otherwise arrived here a long time ago and has aged up a bit.
Yeah.
Which seems plausible because we did run into at least one other person who fell through time.
Yeah.
And dear me, dear me, lost one. It seems I'll be able to fulfill my duty at long last, thanks to you. At the very least, it seems ambiguous enough for it to be possible.
Yeah, the other theory I've seen, and it's a little weird, but like it kind of works. But people are just basing it purely on the color palette. Like, what if she's a human Gothitelle? Gothitelle, it's like, I'm not too sure about that one.
Yeah, that's like an interesting idea, but that would not be what I would think.
Yeah.
An antique tea set.
Yeah, and if you actually look closely, that is, it's... Yeah, that's supposed to be the same teacup that Poltergeist and Sinisteve look like.
Well, that would fit. So, where are you headed? I'm gonna go for Verity. I mean, it's the character, it's the one closest to the character's hometown in the game, so it feels right.
Yeah, I did it in order from Simon Pearl. So therefore the last one I did was the one up at Snow Point.
Also, I gotta say, I kind of love the idea of just like Silene does shit to make sure, yeah, we can get through this with the help that we need while trying to still be discreet about it. Just, you know, I don't know, sending out letters or whatever, or it's like, because I could see her quite easily going with the idea of like, okay, Liberty has received these orders, and the commander said that she's not allowed in the village, but that doesn't include the outpost, so this works. Probably, like, I don't know, maybe she sends off messages to people saying, alright, you're gonna make sure that she gets the help that she needs.
Yeah.
They say this lake actually used to be a volcano, and then it erupted, leaving a huge crater that filled with water. And so Lake Verity was born. It's protected by a Pokemon called Mesprit. And it was when Mesprit took flight that people first learned the joys and sorrows of living. Or that's how the old tales go, anyway. And the God phone says... Open sesame. The cave! It just appeared from nowhere. Is that the arc phone the professor was going on about? Well, let's do this, Liberty. Mistress Kagita seemed quite intent that you would have to prove yourself to all three of the Pokemon that guard these lakes. This challenge was never meant for the faint of heart. Also, gonna say it now. I have been waiting to find out when am I gonna actually do something with these frickin' lakes, because it's like, are they just leaving it here for lore reasons, or are they gonna actually do anything with it? Is it just gonna be a post-game thing? Like, okay, so... Let's see, things I dropped when I finished. I did drop it! I thought I sold all my star pieces. Dang it.
I was just a start. I thought it was a comet piece because I thought the comet piece was red.
I mean, thank God I didn't lose a comet piece. And thankfully I've got frickin' medicine for days.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, comet pieces are more like a purple, aren't they?
Yes.
Blue.
Yeah, kind of in that purplish spectrum. Alright, into the cave. There's something about this place I can't quite put into words. Hi. A menacing Pokemon stands before you.
Menacing? Nah.
I think he just needs a
Well,
hug.
you say that, but then the tentacles start appearing.
Chance that thing, Liberty. Prove to the Pokemon of the lake how strong you are. Okay. Against a steel dragon.
Basically, ground is really the only counter. And fighting.
They want me to walk up to him.
Yeah.
Goo!
And I'm like, go! And the good word is like pro wrestling.
Oh, that was close. Hope this bulldoze is an Alco. I mean, at least I got a hit in.
Wait, don't call himself dirty?
There's no abilities in this.
Oh. Huh. I guess that makes it easier on the new people, too.
And I'll admit, I like not having to worry about if something has levitate.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the big thing. So many times, I was like, I don't want to use that. You know, bloody Gambley's got levitate. Oh no! Not this.
Yeah, or it's so awesome that Drifloon doesn't have aftermath.
Yeah.
That Oddish doesn't have effects for.
That's the way, Liberty. I can tell by watching that you and the Pokemon you've caught in those little balls truly understand one another. Now, let's see about the Pokemon of the lake. We feel a mysterious presence. I mean, I knew you were going to be here, but still. Just in case. Hi. You're not gonna make me do a fight, are you? Oh. Your emotions. Share them with me. Sure. So it speaks from its mind straight to yours. Makes sense for a Pokemon that embodies an aspect of the mind, I guess. When you fell to this land, what stirred in your heart? Guess I was bewildered, if anything. How did it feel to bond with Pokemon and work together? It was heartening. What did you feel when you mingled with Hisui's clans? They're all so different. It's a wide world. What did you feel when cast out of the Galaxy team? Bitter, it was complicated. I accepted it. It was the only thing that really made sense. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. You obtained Mesprit's plume. Proof that you've completed the trial set by Mesprit, the being of emotion that lives in Lake Verity. I need to forge the chain. I can't even imagine what that must feel like. Having a Pokemon talk to you without words. Well, the world's full of mysteries, I guess. I can hardly even be surprised at things like these after seeing the sky itself so warped. Now, we've got 2 lakes left to visit. So, again, I love that we can have more stuff of this where, like, legendary Pokemon will directly address you and speak to you.
Yeah, honestly, the Lake Trio needed something like that so desperately after they have been reduced to kind of just princess in the tower scenario in those test tubes.
Yeah, and it's like, it really feels nice that it in fact gives them a sense of, like, character and, like, yeah, you can guess from their actions something about them, but just that sense of, like, yes, there is some communication, and that, like, there, it's like, yes, this is a being that feels a deep sense of connection to emotion and wants to test you and make sure that you're the kind of person who can handle this.
Mm-hmm. Actually, kind of wondering, would it have actually given you any different responses depending on your choices? Like, I'm assuming that for the progression of the story's sake, probably not, but
like, I'm guessing it's physical reactions. Like, it seemed to get ecstatic at certain ones and less so at other ones, so I don't know, but I guess in a sense that's also kind of more a chance to roleplay, if anything else. Looks like that worked out well, Liberty. Gotta admit, you sure know plenty about Hisui, Volmo. That's right. You could say it's because I'm a merchant, but mostly I'm just naturally filled with curiosity. I want to know exactly what happened in the past that led us to this particular present. Or, more accurately, I suppose, I want to know where I came from and where I'm headed.
More accurately, he's a nerd!
Yeah.
Heck.
I want to know my path, so to speak. I think we'd all like some answers on that. I don't properly know how we came to worship Almighty Sinnoh in the first place. I've even got some questions about its true nature. Weighty matters to ponder for sure, but we have an important task before us. Do you want to return to Mistress Kagita's home? Yeah, sure. Don't got anything else to do here. Perfect. I'd like to see what she thinks of our progress. Ah, Mespert's plume. So the legends told it true. Then the red chain must be real as well. I guess, but this all makes no sense to me. These Pokemon represent our minds, and they'll give us this thing, and it'll let us bind the world and solve all this mess, but how? Why? Your doubt suggests a keen intellect. I see you're not your clan's leader for nothing. Without the mind, were the rift to widen and the very world to end, would we even know it? One might even say the world, time, space, all creation, exists only because our minds are there to perceive it. Perhaps the Red Chain's purpose is to let one see creation as it truly is. I get it even less now. Such are myths, my child, teaching us about the world in their own incomprehensible ways. They urge us to think more for ourselves, on the nature of Almighty Sinnoh and on the nature of the world in which we dwell. You're absolutely right. Myths and legends are such fascinating things to study. In any case, all we have to do is complete 2 more trials and we will get the Red Chain. How nonchalant you sound. How confident of successes to which you contribute nothing.
Oof. Shots fired.
She sees right through him.
Mm-hmm. You tag along only for the chance to gawk at more ancient ruins. Oh, she's savage.
He didn't even respond to this one. Oof.
So where do we head? I'll do the one here. Yeah, that doesn't look comforting. It's like, I can almost see, for me, I feel like I see a little bit of Astra's possible attitude and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just like, great, yeah, what are you doing here?
Hold up. Is that you in that box?
Yes.
Oh my god, all the goddamn time I thought that it was just you in the costume of a Pokemon carrying a basket.
No.
Oh my god. That makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel so dumb.
You know, I'll let him sit for a bit just so you can see that animation from Is he comfortable back there?
Well, I suppose if that is sneaky enough to cover you from Pokemon, that makes sense for it to be sneaky
Actually,
enough to...
it doesn't make you, like, they still attack. This is one of those things I kind of wish they had done when someone put it out. Since you are, like, okay, technically they're not the lords of the area. But, like, when you're using a noble Pokemon as a ride, other Pokemon should be like, hey, maybe we don't attack a noble?
Maybe it's something where it's like, oh my, dude, oh my, that noble is helping out some stupid human? We should pick on him!
Yeah!
What a loser!
Oh. Yeah. Kinda sad. Honestly, if that was like... That could have been like a free retail kind of a thing, instead of buying those, just kinda implement them as a feature.
Well,
Or maybe another way, get different interactions depending on what mount you are having.
There are no repels in this because you can just, you know, sneak behind Pokemon. Technically, there is.
There's a stealth spray.
Sneaking... Yeah, stealth spray.
And you get like smoke bombs, which like don't prevent Pokemon from like battling you and all that, but it makes you harder to detect.
Yeah.
Do you know about Lake Valor? It's said to have been formed by a volcanic eruption, much like Lake Verity. Though there are also other theories that say it was carved out in the midst of a Pokemon battle. This lake is protected by the Pokemon Azelf. When Azelf took flight, the will to do what needs to be done was born in people's hearts. Or that is what legend would have us believe. Beeping. Alright, here's my authentication code.
Yeah. A little eye just pops out of the frickin', like the eye from Star Wars, Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm. I mean, frick, it could be an unknown.
Yeah.
Let's be real, guys. You show the phone to the cave, and the cave reads your barcode.
Mm. Huh. A cave appears where there was none, as if just for liberty. In we go, Liberty. I imagine strong Pokemon could wait inside, protecting the Pokemon of the lake. Take care. So, what will we run into this time? Let's see what we're up against. Ah!
You haven't seen this one.
I've heard of this one, but yeah, I've never actually run into it.
Yep, Overquill. I love the name.
It's like, wow, they just really went with the water mine concept. A menacing Pokemon waits before you. Watch it, Liberty. I've heard about this one from my grandfather. Those quills, they're venomous. Well, looks like you're... Oh, right, I got it. Okay. Also, I find that interesting how they, like... I mean, it's supposed to make sense they should do it, but I like how they still have the detail of the caves having these, like, specific patterns.
Yeah. Each cave shows the location of the other cave. Or lake. But yeah. It's actually kind of funny how they do that overquill in Shining, Diamond Shining Pearl.
They did?
Yeah.
So.
You remember reading the Legend of the Sea Prince?
I never actually...
It basically says, it's like, oh, on this journey there was a weasel, can't remember what the other one was, and a quillfish with really large spines.
Huh. Okay, that's interesting that they did that.
The evolution method's also kind of funny.
What is it?
You have to, with quillfish, you have to use its special move, its signature move, to deal self-damage. Like, it's basically recoil damage. So you have to deal a certain amount of recoil damage to the quillfish.
An interesting method indeed.
Yeah.
So you're kinda forcing your Pokemon to go through physical trauma enough to literally evolve so as to have more of that defense against that trauma.
It's a Super
I
Saiyan.
guess so. Yeah.
That's my liberty. You feel a mysterious presence. Show to me unyielding will. Strike me if you can.
The
Oh!
previous one was motion, this one was what?
Willpower. Did those bombs just appear out of nowhere? I guess you're meant to throw them at his elf? Okay, so this isn't just gonna be talking.
It's a cat, and you are a flying catch.
You seem to hear a voice inside your head. Will you abandon this folly? I'm not done yet. So we gotta be freaking patient. Okay, that's why this is dumb. Okay, come on. Yeah, they zap out immediately as I throw. Alright.
Yeah.
It seems you had best give up. Will you continue regardless? I know what this is about.
There should be a meta line like, I'm gonna be done when I'm out of these bombs.
You got a limited supply.
That's the thing.
Give up. You struggle in vain. Will you yet press on? Well, I gotta.
This guy has no idea just how many times we have overhealed our Pokemon.
Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. contained Zelf's Fang.
It kind of looks like envelope, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
It
that's what's
is.
in.
Just one more to go.
Yeah, instead of having to model each individual item, they're just like, you know what, for these three, for the trio, let's just put them in an envelope.
Wow. So it doesn't have any sort of meaning?
It's a psychic envelope. Or
I mean,
some-
it's also just in general, like when it comes to Japanese, like charms and that, like they do kind of put them in envelopes, and that's kind of
Okay, I can buy that, yes. That is kinda legit.
I assume all went well, Liberty. Still, I must wonder, why don't they just give us the red chain? Why all this running about? I guess I can think of two reasons. To keep the chain safe, and to test us. And perhaps you are right. Who knows what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands after all. Though, having said that, isn't the red chain for mending the world? What use would some villain have for it? Yeah, I wonder what use a villain would have for it. Why did you say that so weird, Liberty? You know, you're never gonna need to worry about it. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
I'll take care of it. Who can say for sure? Maybe the red chain has some other uses besides mending the world. You could well be right. I guess we'll have no way of knowing until we get the red chain for ourselves. So, shall we return to Mistress Kagita's home? Yeah. I guess that this kind of also feel like kind of answers a bit of a question of like, you know, why is it that Cyrus seemed to need to do some things that were so horrible to those, you know, Pokemon to make the red chain? And it's like, oh, they would obviously see that he's up to no good, would not give it to him willingly, and so he kind of has to torture out and figure out what he needs to get out of the Pokemon, literally find the parts of their body that are needed to make the chain.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it also explains another thing. If this is like a time loop kind of thing, it's now an Argos situation,
Yeah?
which is a reference Andrew would get. Basically, because it's like in Diamond and Pearl, the Lake Trio, they come and help you out. And it's like, okay, yeah, you do the bare minimum of like saving them in that to get their trust, but at the same time now here it's like, if it is time loop, they've now got that extra meeting with you to be like, oh, we've met you long in the past. We can trust you already.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Wonderful. Then we get.
Though I'm willing to believe they wouldn't have thought so far ahead.
I know. But
Yeah, like- It's a neat way to add some extra justification onto what was originally a more simple explanation.
yeah.
It's all about adding your own meaning to things with Pokemon here, huh?
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Then we can see if Mistress Kagita has any more insights to share with us. And I know it's technically time, but I want to finish up the Lake Trio stuff before I stop. Because, like, It's just
I
one
was
more.
just about to say, and I knew you would say that, so I didn't.
So that's Zelf's Fang. I sense a warmth to it. The Pokemon of the lakes are strange. They seem to play on your mind somehow. Indeed, yet we may want to add just a dash more speed. Things in Jubilife Village are tense. What makes you say so? It seems a Pokemon's been glimpsed on the other side of the rift. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants informed me that Commander Kamado has raised a force. Not to survey the Pokemon, but to subdue it, should the need arise. One of those Ginkgo Guild merchants. You make it sound as if you're not one of them. Now if a Pokemon truly were to appear from beyond the rift, what would become of everyone, I wonder? And that settles it, Liberty. There's no time to lose. We've got one material left to find for the red chain. Let's go get it. That's the spirit. I'll come watch this historic moment unfold too. Watch? Is that all you really do? Remember, once you've sought the third lake and found what's needed for the red chain, make for the Shrouded Ruins. Now to go up north. Alright. Let's do a climb. And, like, man, it is cool that they are taking a moment to really emphasize just how fricked everything seems to everyone. Like, I remember with, Diamond and Pearl and Platinum and all that, it's like, okay, yeah, they kind of briefly show this cutscene that shows, oh, there's freaky stuff going on over the sky, and isn't that all weird and freaky and scary, but they don't really, like, you almost
the common man for you to relate to.
yeah. It's like you don't get the sense that everyone is afraid and is like wondering what's going on.
I remember a while back, Grady was showing like he had a video that he was showing off, and in the background, it was like during this phase of the game, in the background when that was going on, I'm just like, Grady, there's spoilers happening in the background. He's like, oh yeah.
After that moment, I actually saw your message before you deleted that.
Glad I missed out on that. Here we are, Lake Acuity. You know, I've been told it actually contains seawater as well. Nobody knows why, though. It could be a fluke of geography, or perhaps it's connected to a Pokemon somehow. Lake Acuity is protected by the Pokemon Uxie. When Uxie took flight, the knowledge to solve problems was born in people's minds. That's what the stories say, anyway. Alright.
So we had emotion, willpower, and this one is...
Knowledge.
Thanks.
a tool that can make caves simply appear from nowhere is quite a handy one to have. Let's go, Liberty. I imagine there may be Pokemon in there protecting the lake's guardian. Take care. Yeah, we've been doing this. And this time... Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
They saved the best for last.
I know you don't need me to tell you this, Liberty, but I've still gotta say it. Be careful around that thing. Oh, don't worry, I know this bitch. She's a pushover.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, you thought you were rid of me?
Just gotta love the idea that it's like freaking... They can't touch each other.
Yeah. Oh, it's a
Because they're
male.
normal ghosts. Yeah.
Alright. Also, you know what? Imagine your Zoroark, imagine that Zoroark seeing you throw the Pokeball with the Zoroark, and the Zoroark you have bitch slapping you, the evil Zoroark, and then you learn that the enemy Zoroark was actually the human who was glamoured by the Zoroark, and it was the human that bitch slapped you into oblivion.
But yeah, God, the idea that like that, I could just imagine like what's it there, that male alpha was someone that tried to just like tried to put the moves in what's a while ago, just like nope.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
God, just with that Oko. God.
That was fast.
Yeah. God, I almost like to imagine, like, yeah, we see this mighty Alpha Zoroark who's like, you beautiful human, you come before me, you mock me with that mask, sends out, what's it? What's she doing here? No one said she was going to be here!
Yeah.
Remember me? I give up! I give up! I give up! Oh, I thought Mama didn't raise no quitter. Come on!
Should? I see you are already well underway in your preparations for when we meet what's it in the campaign, huh?
I guess we'll see what happens when that happens. Knew you could do it, Liberty. What are you gonna do? Give me a pop quiz? Come, I will test your knowledge. Combi.
Is it gonna be a pop quiz?
Combi. Zubat. Unknown. Magneton. Dusclops.
Wait, imagine a response to that. Your character starts responding by finishing that with a Pokerap.
Which is just like, fine, 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 I submit. How many are there eyes? Tell me each, one by one, yet all at once. Answer me.
Oh, a riddle.
Can you repeat that? Combi, Zubat, Unknown, Magneton, Dusclops. So Combi has 6, Zubat has none. You know what?
Unknown has all.
What?
Well, there are many unknown.
I mean, it's
And
like
Magneton could be taken as like many Magnemites.
well, I think the idea is that if you look at a singular specimen,
Yeah.
so I am just going to tap. Okay, so Combi is 3 Bs. So each of the cells has 2 eyes, so that'll be 6. Zubat has 0. Unknown has 1. Magneton has 3 from each of its components. And Dusclops is 1. I'm ready to answer. Man, this interface... This takes me out of it, but okay.
Yeah.
6, 0, 1, 3, 1. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. What? Really? That's it?
Wait, that's it?
I was expecting like
Yeah.
at least 2 more questions, but okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Man, you sound so disappointed.
I am. Like, come on! We have 8 gens of experience there! Fuck the new guys! I want something that is actually challenging here! They could have gotten some kind of obscure lore bullshit that only appeared once in a corner of a thing! Ugh.
Nah, that'd be stupid.
But yeah, it would, but I feel like I'd be more satisfied this way. Can you blame me?
I mean, I'll admit I was expecting more, so I can kind of understand wanting more,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like, it's as awesome as they've been with this game. It's still a kid's game, and
Yeah,
it's a main story event, so they
wouldn't be
probably only
fair
want
to have that as like a main story progression kind of a deal.
Yeah,
Would
like-
have left a lot of frustrated kids living on a cliffhanger kind of a deal.
Because at least with something like
Unable to progress.
yeah, because like at least with something like the Prince of the Sea, that's a side quest. So that
Yeah.
kind of feels like it can get away with needing to use outside knowledge. Yeah. You obtained Uxie's Claw. And that's it. You've completed the trials of the 3 lakes. And I shall save here. So let me. I'll go make sure that all cutscenes are triggered before I can potentially just faff about in the open world for the next. Before doing story events in the next thing. It seems we finished the 3 lake trials. If I remember correctly, we were told to then head for the Shrouded Ruins. I don't know what could await us there, but I'm always excited to explore some ancient ruins. Let us be on our way. Oh, I guess we gotta do... Okay. We'll just a little bit... Shrouded Ruins. Mist is so very good at obscuring things. It's long been said to blur boundaries. If we're to somehow bring together the world of humans, the world of Pokemon, and the world of myth, then maybe we need a setting such as this. That being said, what are we meant to do now? Seems I've made it in time. Showing up only when the time's right, huh? With age comes wisdom, I guess. I had the aid of a rather remarkable Pokemon, if you really wish to know. Right. But how do we make this red chain? I would hardly know. We speak of a divine instrument, one said to be capable of binding the very world. Do you really imagine it can be forged by mortal hands?
The answer is, you put one envelope into the other.
What are we doing here? We don't have any more time to waste.
Is it the legendary time?
Ah, the Pokemon of the lakes.
Ooh, rock candy!
Yeah! Ruby just, if Ruby's there, just starts licking it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it was true. The pact our people have passed down for all these generations has been kept. At last I can set this burden aside. You have succeeded once again, Liberty. Yet, things do not seem to be going so well for the rest of the world. What's that supposed to mean? I've had some news from my fellow merchants in the Ginkgo Guild. It seems that the commander is going to forego waiting for our investigation to finish. He plans to climb Mount Coronet himself. What's he thinking? Even if he makes it up there, what can he do against a giant rift in space-time? Well,
Suplex it.
I mean, you could suplex a train. Maybe you could suplex a rift in space-time.
I mean, that squatting guy, I'd give him some chances. Betcha he could, you know, wrestle that shit.
Well, he doesn't yet know that our Liberty has managed to get the red chain now, does he? That's right. We've got to let him know that it'll be alright now that we have the red chain. Even the commander should see reason then and call off this foolhardy plan of his. Huh?
Just sees you running past.
Wait, Liberty, it's you. I can't believe I just let you pass right by. Oh, thank goodness you're still alive. I mean, of course you are. I knew you'd be alright. Wait one sec. I'll go let the captain and the professor know you're back. Oh, my dear Liberty. Professor, I know you've been worried about Liberty, but there's no need to cry. I'm not crying. Do not mock your elders, if you please, Ray. Besides, weren't you the one who couldn't get a wink of sleep from all your worrying over our friend? You didn't have...
in a day.
You didn't have to tell her that. Just ignore him, Liberty. Anyway, where's Captain Silene? Wasn't she coming with you, Professor? She's buried under a mound of work, I'm afraid. We're to join her in the Survey Corps office. It seems her hands are more than full now that Commander Kamado's gone. He's not here. Well, he set out from Mount Coronet with the security corps in tow. He's determined to handle this whole space-time rift business himself, including dealing with the Pokemon that's been spotted on the other side. And since I'm such a fine fellow, I took over watching the gate for the security corps folk. Well, if we aren't getting anywhere out here, let's head inside and report to the captain. So you managed not to die, just as I ordered. Well done. Thanks to you, Captain. I have no idea what you're implying. All I know is Abra vanished of its own accord, inconveniencing me greatly. Before moving forward, I must ask. I assume you are here again because you managed to learn something of use. I got this necklace. Can't? I don't know. Go on. A legendary tool said to bind the very world. Commander Kamado is no longer here in Jubilife Village. The security corps has been scouting the area near the space-time rift, and they reported sightings of something on the other side of it. Something that resembled a Pokemon. The commander made the decision to take the security corps to the mountains so as to prepare to fend off any possible threat. They were to make for the temple at the peak. The boss may be tough, but it still seems like a bad idea to do something so risky without Liberty's help. As the captain of the Survey Corps, I hereby order you to proceed as follows. Liberty. Take that red chain to Mount Coronet, make your way to the peak, and put an end to all this. You are officially reinstated at your former rank. Are you sure, Captain? The boss isn't around to approve that. If he didn't wish me to decide things in his place, then he should not have left me in charge here.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll go as well. We're all in this together, we members of the Survey Corps. Naturally. No one suggested you should not. Okay. Okay. One more. I need to know what this is before I go. I can't just stop here.
What?
Is a
Yeah, the Lucario. Yeah.
Hi there, buddy. Oof. Something the matter, Lucario? I'm Rai. And you are? Okay, you're Liberty. Nice to meet you. Gruff. What is it, Lucario? Gruff. It seems Lucario sensed your strong aura, too. If you're willing to battle us, could you come to the training grounds? Ah. So he just wants to fight.
Yeah. Fighting around the world.
Okay. Now we're done. Alright, that... Jesus, that was almost an extra half hour.
It feels like a good stopping point,
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, man, I couldn't just stop halfway through the frickin' Lake Trio quest. It's... Yeah. Well.
It's not like we could have missed out on the amazing knowledge test.
It's like, oh my god, I just imagine it's like, it's either that or it's like, alright, here, have a multiple choice quiz. Oh, thanks. All the answers are C.
You know, it feels like that third one just kind of like, ugh, do we have to make these trials? Fine, I'll give him one. Okay, kid, you passed. Yeah, you can do this. Sheesh.
Oh. Well, for the sake of the stream, I will say goodbye for now.
Yep.
And it continues to be awesome to have you guys here.
No worries.
Mm-hmm.